Alright people on the internet, I am back from my laziness and have another great coaster for you guys. Today, we're adding every Tuesday's favorite coaster type, the Mack Extreme Spinner. And this is probably the most killer layout I've designed in a hot minute, so maybe this should be the new standard. It won't, because this took me a month, but that's besides the point. Because this layout is sick and we've got whatever we want to replace Kingda Ka in our park. So let's get on with it and watch a time-lapse narrated by a guy with voice problems. Hello parent, welcome back to Pines Park. Almost just said my two previous parks, but yeah, whatever. Sorry if my voice sounds bad. I have currently lost my voice from playing my instruments, so we're gonna have to live with it. But yeah, we're back in the park. Haven't really played much of the game lately, just because I've been busy with jazz band and with church and with school. I've just been busy. I haven't really wanted to play the game, especially because we're just waiting for the February update, which should be up in a couple, in like, I think only in like a week. So I don't exactly remember. I think it's February 12th. I want to say it might not. It might be a little after. I'll have to check that. But yeah, can't wait for that update. It's gonna be useful. There's gonna be mine train in this park. It's not gonna happen until we get that update, just because I want to change to track and stuff like I did in the first game. It's the exact same. So yeah, what was I gonna talk about? So there's some stuff going on, and I want to do a mini series on recreating Kingda Ka, because as we all know, that's going to the ground within the next like 2 weeks. Actually, I think next week it's going to the ground. So, the problem with that is that you can see it right here on the screen right now. The top pad of this coaster was literally impossible to make. So, it's really finicky to do top pads like this, and one profiled like Kingda Ka will be near impossible. However, there are mods for this game now, and my original policy for this game was I don't want to do mods until they have stopped development of this game. However, Kingda Ka is about to go to the ground, and I would really like to recreate that. So, do you guys know of any tutorials for the mods? Or can someone just show me how to use them? That's what I'm pretty much asking, because I have no idea how to install them. And would you guys even be fine with me doing that? Because I don't want to do it if you guys are just like, not a big fan of these mods, just use the vanilla game. I want to do what you guys want me to do, but I do want to recreate Kingda Ka, so just to pay our respects to it. So I probably will just download the mods, but if anyone knows of any tutorials or anything, just please give me a link so I can learn how to download them. But yeah, so we're building an Extreme Center. Now this is actually what I think is going to be, or what I would like to be similar to what places Kingda Ka, because I don't know, this is just a cool concept. So it's based on the tower coaster, like as you can see with the stall right there. But the difference is that the tower coaster has a weird shuttle spiral thing. It's weird. I don't like it, but it's whatever. So, what if we just like make our own like dream Kingda Ka replacement? Which this is pretty much what I would dream of it being, just like twice the height. Actually no, 4 times the height, because this is only about 120 feet tall. So Six Flags, if you're willing to build something like this, just 400 feet tall, that'd be awesome. Do that. But yeah, I think this would be a worthy replacement for Ka. You know, like obviously Ka was not the greatest ride. I think it was better than Top Thrill Dragster, just because and I've always thought that before the rumors even started. I thought that since like I first rode Kingda Ka. So it's not just because it's getting removed, it's because it's just better. That's the whole thing. But yeah, so I wanted to set out to make something that was just cool, like Kingda Ka. I mean, not like Kingda Ka, like the Tower Coaster mixed with Beyond the Clouds. Because this is just, I think it looks cool. That's the whole reason. And yeah, so I did actually give this thing a surf theme, hence the colors. It's like loose. I can't remember what this color scheme's based on. I just thought it looked cool, and that's it. It just looks cool. Now I did do full cover before, so I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just getting distracted real easy, so just messing around. And yeah. So what else was I doing? So yeah, we have the top hat, which is the top hat. A stall. So JoJo roll into a launch stall, then a top hat, then a hill, then a loop. Which a loop is actually pretty well profiled. It's very circular, like Ride to Happiness. Not too circular though, so it doesn't kill people. And yeah, this is a very weird coaster type because I originally wanted to have it offload and unload station, and have the maintenance shed on the other side, but I couldn't do that because of the nature of oh my goodness, I'm tired. I couldn't do that because there's like no room. So yeah, now we're building the outer bank, which is like Hyperia. And spinning, so yeah, it makes perfect sense, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking soon just because my voice is killing me and I hate listening to it. So yeah, so Kingda Ka has also seen its airtime hill pretty much entirely removed. And the supports are still standing, everything else is still standing. The station is in the ground. It is gone, which honestly I thought they might actually keep the station. I was wrong. They did not. They completely destroyed that. What else has happened? Green Lantern's pretty much gone. Just the lift hill's left. Station's left too, but no one cares about that. And what else is gone? Cyborg's gone. Daredevil Dive's getting removed. Half the Skyway station's gone. Twister and the parachutes are gone. Everything's gone. They're all leaving. But yeah, it has been a crazy off season. Hopefully next year is not as bad as this year. Although it's not going to be a great year just because one of the main reason people go to that park is Kingda Ka, and Cedar Fair sort of just gave the guests the finger because they don't really care about the guest experience. They care about the stockholders. But yeah, I think there will be a net positive in this, but I don't know if it's going to be worth losing Kingda Ka. Because, I don't know, I loved it. It was such an amazing ride. And yeah, they will have to do a lot to get the public to trust them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so yeah, we did the Outer Bank, now we're doing a double 0G roll. Just give this thing some unique elements. This is a pretty unique element, so let's go with it. And then yeah, I pretty much already knew how I wanted to end the ride. The ending is loosely based on Jersey Devil. It's actually pretty much just stolen from Jersey Devil, but I like it, so that's all that matters. But yeah, so there's only 5 minutes left this time lapse, actually 4. So I'm going to just let you guys listen to the music, Lego music, and watch me build. Because I built this coaster in only an hour, and it's still pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna go rest my voice and just play the game normally like a normal person after I edit the video, and then I'm going to go pretty much do whatever I want. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. They have a low price guarantee, so I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Okay, so it's been a little while since I recorded the time lapse. I just finished the supports, and holy crap, that was a task and a half. Especially like around this outer bank, that was a task. This top hat was a little funky to do, but it looks cool. But yeah, so we have our Extreme Spinner in here, and you might notice that I already did some of the work in the area. That is because we are going to give it a little surf side theme, and to that one of the sort of be like a little boardwalk right here, but can't do the entire area as the wood because that would be one, way too expensive, and two, it wouldn't look good. So yeah, honestly, I thought this park was gonna get scrapped, so it is a miracle that we're actually still finishing this, because I just randomly got some motivation to do this project again. Despite me, I was like, yeah, I kind of hate this park before. I don't like it. Then I look back at it. I was like, yeah, I actually do kind of like it. Like, the Tilt Coasters are awesome. I haven't seen this in weeks. Like, really since I posted the video was the last time I probably was in this park. But, yeah. Good to be back in this park, though. So, yeah, let's go through the layout. We have a JoJo roll immediately out the station. Get some very good heart line, then a little hold launcher there before you go into the stall, which very much inspired by the tower coaster concepts that Mack built, that Mack showcased, or not Mack showcased, Six Flags showcased. Probably going to be the Kingda Ka replacement, if I'm going to be honest. I hope it's not, because that thing looks trash. It does not look like a good ride, but if it is, I'm iffy on it. I don't like it. And then you go into another booster launch. In the real life concepts, they have a launch in the stall, but we can't do that. So yeah. Then you go into a top hat, which is very hard to profile. I did make the heart lining work, so it's good. I do like it. Then you go into a drop out. into an airtime hill, into a loop, which has some very cool looking supports for a Hyperia roll, or Hyperia's Outer Bank thing. I don't know, I heard it called a Hyperia roll before. It's cool. It's a little iffy, just because, not perfectly profiled, just because the supports are in the way right here. And, well, not really in the way. The track is in the way of the supports, and clearance is really tight here. But just look at it. It's beautiful. The clearance is probably fine. Then you have a double 0G roll, which I did take inspiration from the Ride to Happiness. I'd take inspiration from Ride to Happiness's dive loop supports for this, because it's like that except just mirrored, and so it doesn't go into a dive loop. Then you go into a non-inverting dive loop, except this is nowhere near a dive loop. It's just a turnaround, because we don't have that words. It's not tight enough of a turn to be a dive loop. So we're gonna do a turnaround instead, which this part's inspired by Hyperia. This part is not, just because we don't have a giant lift hill to work around. This is a bit of a weird support. There's supports like this in real life. I just wanted it to look consistent, so that's why I did that. Then you go into an airtime hill, a off-axis hill, then another off-axis hill, a speed hill, and then hop up into the brakes. In time lapse, you saw that there was a unload station right here. I originally wanted to have an unload station. It is not possible due to the fact that there's no room. That's the whole reason. There's no room. You can't fit an unload station in here, right? Because of the queue line, basically. It just ruins it, and because then you'd have to have the line over here, which doesn't work right. It looks dumb. So yeah, we have that right here. So then that exit is over here. You go down this way underneath the JoJo roll. There is enough clearance there. I did check that. And it's like the Ride to Happiness. The Ride to Happiness. Stop saying the in front of coasting. It's dumb. It's like Ride to Happiness. So yeah. Then we're going to have refinement right here. I haven't put down any of the buildings right here because I don't know what I'm going to put. And I literally just finished the supports, which, you know, giant. It gives some killer views from this water park parking lot, because the water park's going to be right here. Might not need this entire spot. Probably only going to need this, but if I do need this plot, we have it. And then we're probably just going to have another coaster over here. We're going to try and fill in all this land. You can see the hyper over there. We will probably have that B&M hyper there. Depends on if I change my mind. But yeah, that turnaround's going to need to be changed if I do have that hyper there. That is horribly profiled. But yeah, so it's coming good now. I'm liking it. I'm gonna see how much I can get done. I want this to be like a surf theme. So like a boardwalk basically. So we're gonna see what we can do. Lots of surf. Expect lots of surfboards everywhere. Honestly, might change a lot of this to gravel, just because it might look better with gravel. And put plants inside of it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. So I'm gonna get to work now. I will see you guys in a moment, where this entire build is progressed. All right. So we're getting somewhere. Why is... Ignore that. I don't really know how that happened. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. We have the station built. You know, it's actually pretty much fully detailed. I literally just got put lights in here. And then the station's done. And there's no staff members anymore. But yeah, so we're going for like a surf theme. And this is meant to be sort of like reminiscent of Accelerator Station. Except not as good. I don't know. Something about it I don't really like. I think it just needs plants around it, and then it'll look good, because it just looks like plopped down there. This angle looks pretty good. So I think if I just put plants over here, then it will look good. But yeah, I haven't even touched the ride area yet. We're probably not going to do any theming in there. Maybe a little bit of foliage, but that's probably it. This isn't really a coaster that you can theme, just because, I mean, look at it. It's a very dense structure. But I do think the surf theme works. That's why I put the water right here, why I put the boardwalk thing. And yeah. So yeah. Then we have like this wooden shack building right here, which just is gonna look good once I finish the roof and stuff, finish the buildings. Then we're gonna have 3 little food stands here. I'm trying to like sort of do like a minimalistic area. I'm not trying to put too much into this area just because, I mean, it's a really tight, cramped area. The coaster's in a really skinny plot, so, but still manages to fit a full, complete layout in there, which I guess is a good thing. So, well, not I guess, it is a good thing. But yeah, so right here we have the maintenance shed. We're gonna put like some posters on the side of it just because I want it to look good. I want to sort of just be like, I just want it to look good. That's the thing. Also, I got bored and finished the train layout. This might change a little bit just because, well, I'm very indecisive. But yeah, and at some point within the since the last update, I added this slingshot. It's literally just part of a sky coaster blueprint, which we will use that sky coaster somewhere in this park. Don't know where, but I just wanted a slingshot. You know, maybe they'll add it into the game eventually. That'd be really cool. But yeah, and then we have the B&M Hyper, which will come in a future update, in a future episode. I did some path work around this thing, which looks good. But yeah, we're getting somewhere with this park. I am liking it. So yeah. What else did I do? Oh yeah. So apparently, the whatever it's called, the tilt coaster not having 6 cars on the tilt track is a glitch, or so I've been told, because they can technically fit. If that ever gets changed, I don't know if we can do anything about that. I think we're gonna have to just leave it at 5 cars just because the block brake and the transfer track are set up that way. But if I can figure out a way to do that, I will change the layout, change the brake setup a little bit so we can have 6 car. I might try and change it a little bit, but I don't know. That's if that gets fixed. It probably won't because I think it's intentional. But yeah. So what else have I done? It's not really much. I've really not focused on this area. I did queue line stuff, put this little surfboard setup thing right here, which looks cool. We're gonna be using a lot of the resort theme in this build, just because it's a very good set for this. It's how, sort of what I'm trying to say. It's a really good set for a surf theme. Duh, that's why I had surfboards. And I've also thought of like a general location. We're gonna say this is set in like South Carolina, specifically around like Myrtle Beach area, maybe a little bit south of that towards Charleston. Not too sure, probably near Myrtle Beach, just because like it there. That also just justifies having the palm trees. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish this building, and then I'm gonna do these 3, then foliage and stuff, and then the build will be finished. So, move on to what's gonna come in here, which I believe is the stand-up. Spoiling everything today. But yeah, so I will see you guys in a moment. Let me just get a good angle to finish this update on right here. Yeah, I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, feeling it. So this feels kind of weird, but we're done with this build. I really did this last bit really fast just because, like, I'm tired of building this coaster. I have been doing it since winter break. Since I finished the tilt coaster, which is like actually almost a month ago. I started the tilt coaster like a month ago. I started this a little bit after, probably like maybe a week after. And then like I just did stop playing the game because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, and then I just did all this within the last few days. And yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm happy with it for once. So let's go back. Let's go through what I did. Right here we have our Cosmic Cow unit. There's a milkshake stand because we don't have ice cream for Cosmic Cow anymore, but we have a Gelato Bros right here, which is just meant to look nice. I don't really care. Like, it's just meant to be there. And then we have So Delightful, because
it's surf themed area. You know, it seems like something a surf side store would have. Then we have this gift shop right here, which isn't perfect, but it looks nice. And here's the coaster queue line. So I did put this little display in here. It just gives a really good sight line right here. Like, look at that, it's beautiful. You see the outer banker there, the 000 loop, everything, the tow coaster in the background, the station just chilling there. It looks great. I'm like so happy with how this build has turned out. Then we had the maintenance shed, which I did strip down a little bit. I didn't remove the 2 surfboards and stuff just because it didn't look good. But it looked too bland with nothing on it, so I slapped the logo back on it. Which, oh wait, is that pulsing lights? What? Is it pulsing lights? It does. That's neat. It's really cool. I added lights to the station and stuff. It's whatever, you know. I don't know. I upped the capacity, did a couple of advertisements, and then all the guests just stopped coming in. So there's only like 500 in the park. I don't know why. Nothing's spawning, but I mean it's whatever. So yeah, I just copied and pasted the roofs from the entrance to the park, entrance plaza, and recolored them. Which I'm not entirely married to the color. I might change the color of the roofs just because it's a little boring, little gray, but you know. And then there's one other thing I did, and that was I deleted the top spin. So we're gonna do this building eventually. Just I don't know when. Top spin is over here. We may or may not use this top spin in the park. I don't really know. But I'll figure it out. We're just gonna do a building right here instead, just because the top spin doesn't really fit there. I don't like it. So yeah, and I am the arbiter of everything in this park. So what I like is law. So that is pretty much all I have to say. If you guys want to name this coaster, go ahead. This coaster does need a name. So yeah, please name our good old Mack Extreme Spinner. It's like it's a surf theme, so give it like something like surfboarding and stuff. Like, I don't know, give me something good. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Let's go for a quick POV of this Extreme Spinner.